stick with me to the end of this video and I'll give you brain hacks and a routine that's fun, safe, and scientifically designed to keep your body strong and your brain young. I'm Kim and I'm 55 years old and I've been a teacher for over 25 years. I love brainy work like puzzles and creativity. I've lost over 40 pounds and kept it off for more than 20 years. So now let's activate our muscles and our brains and put that belly fat on notice. Anti-aging hacks, here we come. All right, let's get started. I'm so happy you are here. Thank you for being here with me. Okay, we always start by bilateral stimulation. This is a brain hack for helping in anti-aging our brains. All right, we are crisscrossing our arms, but we're switching off which one goes on top, and we're also going side to side. The side to side motion is another one of those brain hacks. All right. We always start by accessing some memories from our youth to get parts of our brain moving that haven't been moved in a while. All right, today I have some trivia from the 1990s. In what year was the World Wide Web publicly launched, making the internet accessible to the general public? (1991). And just some additional information, Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist, invented the World Wide Web in 1989 while working at CERN, which I think is an acronym, CERN. The web was originally conceived and developed to meet the demand for automated information sharing between scientists in universities and institutions around the world. Okay, so that's really cool. I love learning things. It's good that I'm a teacher. All right, which famous sitcom featured 6 friends living in New York City and aired from 1994 to 2004? Of course, that's Friends. All right, remember to pull in your abs, and also you can get down low to challenge yourself. What was the name of the handheld digital pet that became a popular fad in the late 1990s? Tamagotchi. All right, we're switching over to hamstring curls now. And this is mental math, which improves cognition. Another brain hack. All right, our first problem, if the temperature is currently 20 degrees Celsius and it decreases by 8 degrees Celsius, what is the new temperature? 12 degrees Celsius. Next, calculate 30% of 240. The answer is 72. Next, if a rectangle has a length of 8 meters and a width of 15 meters, what is the area? 120 square meters. Okay, you're doing great. Keep going. Pull those abs in. What is the product of 7.5 and 8? 60. What is the quotient of 475 and 5? The answer is 95. Quotient means dividing. Product is multiplying. Just a little reminder. You may not have heard those terms in a while. All right, next we are going to be switching over to skaters, where you cross one leg behind you. And we do our arms like this. And you can switch off which one is on top. All right, now this is a random word and then associations. So this is for fluency. This is another good brain exercise. So think of as many associated words as you can to do with the word, and we'll take turns. All right, our first term is blue. I'll say berries. Now you. I'll say red and white. And now you. Blue's Clues. You. My shirt. You. Rainbow. You. Sky. Ocean. Car. Sad. All right, we're gonna go on to another one. And the term is gravel. This one is a little hard, right? Okay, we'll take turns again. Remember, pull your abs in. All right, road, rocks, cement, bikes, trucks, tires, okay, we're gonna do our last one. This one's another color, and we did blue first, so now since I'm such a big Florida Gator fan, we'll do orange. Okay, go. Fruit, the sun, sunset, paint, sweet, juice, peaches, Nike boxes. Okay. All right, now we're going to go to knees. Pull in your abs. And really contract your abs when you're pulling up the knee. And try and lift your knees as high as you can, but we don't want you to get hurt. But we also do want you to challenge yourself. All right, this is called soup salad sandwich. So I'll give you something and then you decide if you think it is a soup, a salad, or a sandwich. There's no right or wrong answers here. But I do want you to think about your reasoning. So I'll give you a little bit of time. Okay, corn on the cob. Okay, how about street corn? It's a little different. An omelet. A calzone. How about an ice cream cone? Lasagna? Sushi? Okay. All right, that's kind of fun. All right, now I'm gonna walk in place while I talk about the next one. So we're gonna be doing a grapevine, where a grapevine is you cross one leg behind you and you take a step. Cross, step. Crisscross, step. Crisscross, step. crisscross step, crisscross step. I have to apologize because I'm not good at explaining this. Crisscross step, crisscross step. All right, this is an elaboration, which is a creativity exercise. And this one I do think is kind of challenging. So you do have to stretch your brain, which is what we are wanting to do. So it's not easy, but it's good. It's good for our brains. All right, what two connections can you make between two random concepts? So I'll give you an example, and then I'll let you do some on your own. Okay, the first one is a trailer and a lamp. So I would say camping, helping you do things. There's things that are needed. They may both have metal, both have light bulbs. They both give light. Okay, so now the next one is wetting and spike. Okay, we can take turns. So I'll say spike the punch at a wedding. Your turn. And the groom had spiky hair. Your turn. They played volleyball at the rehearsal dinner and someone spiked the ball. Okay, like I said, these should be challenging. Our next one is wood and socks. All right, I'll say cotton plant can be kind of woody, and a lot of socks are made out of cotton. Okay, your turn. My socks are kept in a wooden drawer. You can put socks on a wooden mantle, like at holiday time, Christmas time. Okay, like I said, they're not that easy. I would love to see what some of you guys come up with, because I'm betting that you have way better answers than I do. So share. All right, now we are going to be moving into walking up and back and up and back. All right, we are going to do this is where we learn about something new, and we're actually continuing it from our last video, but it stands alone. So it's okay if you didn't watch that one, but you should definitely go back and watch that one. It is very interesting research, and I love to find out new things. This has to do with aging, so I always try and pick things that are science related, and if they happen to do with aging, then I think that is great. All right, these are findings from the Neurovascular Research Laboratory, led by Professor Damien Bailey at the University of South Wales. And some of the things that they were looking at is high intensity training, high intensity interval training, like known as HIIT, good for the brain? HIIT training is made up of bursts of all-out exercise followed by short periods of rest for recovery. It's popular because people are very busy, so they wanted something quick and hard, high intensity. And Professor Bailey says, we are showing benefits with HIIT that are occurring in the brain, but we're still playing catch up. We're trying to stimulate more research in the field. Okay. Something that you might want to try is reading along with me from the captions on the screen, because research shows that reading aloud is very good for our brains. Another brain hack. As we age, the brain's reliance on oxygen becomes increasingly important, and exercise can significantly enhance blood flow to the brain. This boosts in blood flow is crucial because reduced blood flow, often resulting from inactivity, can impair cognitive abilities such as thinking, memory, and ideation. Long-term physical activity has proven to be an effective way to counter these negative effects on cognition. Exercise stimulates the creation of new brain cells, which is also known as neurogenesis, in the hippocampus, which is vital for memory formation. Additionally, exercise appears to counteract the accumulation of beta amyloid, which is a harmful protein that can block brain synapses. Furthermore, exercise can reduce inflammation in the brain, lower the buildup of damaging free radicals, and increase the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is a protein that promotes cell growth and communication. Exercise also improves proprioceptive adaptation, which enhances motor skills, movement. The beneficial effects of exercise on the brain are partially attributed to its ability to improve blood vessel health. With age, blood vessels become less flexible and more blocked due to various factors like atherosclerosis. That's a hard word to say. Exercise helps by triggering the release of chemicals, especially nitric oxide, which relaxes and opens up the brain's blood vessels, allowing more oxygen to reach critical brain regions. So in summary, exercise provides a powerful means to optimize brain health as we age, supporting cognitive function and counteracting the negative effects of reduced blood flow and oxygen delivery to the brain. Okay, you are doing fantastic. Remember to pull in your abs. All right, I have a shout out to Surge Crazy on Rock, Paper, Scissors, and they said, this was so fun. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So thanks for commenting. If you comment, you could get a shout out too. Okay, now it's time for heel digs, where we flex our foot out in front of us and we actually cross it over. So again, the crisscrossing is very good for our brain. So let's do it. Why not? If we know that it's good for us, let's do it. All right, this is called kindness connection. And we do this at the end. We don't always do kindness connection. We do some type of connection. But we slow things down. And then we also take some deep breaths in and out. And in and out. One more. In and out. All right, for our kindness connection, remember a kindness that either you gave or you received. And feel that feeling again. usually when we are kind to someone or help someone, it makes us feel really good. So I don't think it's selfish to do it. It helps other people, but it does really make you feel good. And if somebody did something very kind for you, it also, brightens your spirit. All right, maybe you want to intend another kindness in your life. You could do that now. Think about something that you could do for someone, or maybe just set an intention to, if when you see an opportunity to do something kind, then do it. Okay. All right, well, you did it. Consistency is the magic multiplier, so be consistent. 4 thinking on the moves a week. And you can do more, but I think 4 is good for consistency. And so 4 days a week, but you can do more than 1 on a day. They're fairly short, and so you could do 1 or 2 a day. And I like to say the overachievers, you could do 3 if that really feels good to you. I know how busy everybody is, so you may not have time for that. All right, well, thank you for being here, and subscribe, share, do all of the things. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. And be good to yourself and keep thinking right along.